Within this Mendocino Fire Safe Council educational program, what we're going to talk about are individual actions that you can take both in rural, suburban, and urban settings, and then we're going to talk about community actions and how we can all help each other. To get started, I'd like to review the basics around fire. And in fire, we think about triangles. Fire is a product of oxygen, heat, and fuel. So without oxygen, the flame won't move. And without enough heat, you won't have combustion. And if you don't have something to burn, then of course you don't have fire. But more importantly, when we think about these issues respective to our homes and our landscapes, we're working around terms of fire behavior. And fire behavior is a product, again, of fuel, weather, and topography. Within this triangle, the element that you can control is fuel. These elements of fuel, these elements of home hardening are within your control. And together as a community, you can help lift each other and manage these issues so that you can have the best opportunity for resilience of your home and of your community. We'll review fire exposures and what to prepare for, and then we'll go into some detail about home hardening strategies. We'll focus on both simple retrofitting efforts that can improve resilience, and we'll highlight some best practices for new construction. We'll also drill into defensible space and talk about some of the missing ingredients in our implementation efforts. And within this, we'll prioritize actions and give you some overall guidance about where to start and how to move forward. It's possible to integrate a number of concepts together that are going to help achieve our resiliency. So a fire-safe landscape doesn't mean no vegetation, and it's possible to have all the beauty, the safety, and the privacy, the pollinator friendliness, all the things that we desire. But what we're really trying to focus on is plant placement, the right plant in the right place. And then, of course, developing a good maintenance program to be able to manage the overgrowth and the accumulation of dead material. Within this, we want to implement a 5-foot non-combustible zone in and around our homes. And as we think about our home, it's the home design, maintenance, and construction can be more important than any individual fire-resistant building product. There is no silver bullet out there that will solve all of our issues. Poor installation and lack of maintenance can increase the vulnerability of any building or building product. So it's a coupled approach that deals with the landscaping, the home design, and the overall maintenance approach. So as we start this program, I'd like to leave you with a few take-home points. And from a philosophical perspective, we really don't fight earthquakes, tornadoes, or hurricanes. What we do is we adapt and build smarter. Think about the actions that you take to strap down your water tank, for example, or maybe to shore up your foundation to make sure that it's going to be able to withstand an earthquake. How did we as a culture get to the place where we took those actions and accept them? Well, when it comes to fire, that's the same kind of stuff we need to do. We need to figure out how we can modify and adjust our homes such that they will be the most resilient. And in doing that, we have to recognize that the majority of homes are lost from embers. And so that's going to take just a slightly different focus than just the typical defensible space work that we've been doing for the last several decades. When we think about these issues, there are new construction codes for building in the wildland-urban interface, and they are helping overall. But we have to figure out a system to be able to incentivize upgrades to our existing homes. We also need to think about how we incentivize implementing a 5-foot non-combustible zone as a part of our defensible space practices.